Yes, welcome back to episode 3 of the Home Goal Podcast.
Yes! Go on, Charlie boy. Great to see you, big man. We need him now, don't we?
We're not going to speak, mate, just talking
That's
straight
your career. There you go. Presentation.
Oh, great stories.
I've just told the full Tartan Army on the plane, so we're going to be all in there.
Looking magic, mate, aren't you? 3 times, been away?
So I was in Ibiza for a week.
Sexy, innit?
Did Alana invite any of your nephews over?
Ibiza?
You ever had that on holiday, a wee nephew that ruined your holiday?
There's always one in it.
Honestly, mate, that's all I'm getting. They've said this in the podcast, they keep saying it, I go down to the fan park the other night, fans are grabbing his one, I'll take you, wee man.
Guy messaged me today saying, hi, so I hope you're enjoying your holiday. Listen, mate, we're going to put 100 quid in your account towards the wee nephew's holiday. So we're getting in the arcade tonight, wee man.
Get your laser pens all back to your necks.
Stanley Nights as well. Laser pens, Stanley Nights.
The kids on.
I remember the pens when you would do that and the woman was crazy.
Mag that up, mate, mag that up.
His room like that, constantly like...
You know what would be good for him?
That's the only time the uncle likes him though. Let's see that pen for 2 minutes.
Laser pen, that's the best shout yet.
He's doing it and the uncle's eyes, it's raging him. He's spraying the laser pen and he's like... Yeah, the uncle's like, you take somebody's eye out of that.
You know what he needs? You know what else he needs? One of the big dummy lollies you put round your neck because he gets to suck it every 5 minutes.
Oh, magic, man.
Yeah, keep quiet, son. You're sick of that.
Oh,
So I've got a wee nephew, but so big anti-clan.
Had an accident on the bus last night, didn't you, Biggie?
You're on fire, mate.
Last
night you were
Oh, here we go.
Performance of
Good,
that.
aye.
Oh, brilliant, mate. Genius, total genius last night. He was sent me like 14 hours sleep. What is that?
I stay at 14 now. I went to him at 11:30 to watch the last few holes of golf. Wasn't he drinking? You come in at 1:30. So what did you do in 2 hours?
We were at
Nothing.
We were at 4 or 5.
Oh, he's one there.
We were at till what was it? 2, 3, 4? 4 and a half.
I see that. We're never getting a wee bit exaggerated here.
Many times you think you'll phone the wife and kids when you're out here. Many times a day.
When we're back? Thursday?
No, but just per day, roughly would you?
Once, I'd say.
Mate, 18 phone calls a day.
He's
Oh, mate, every 10 minutes.
Charlie, he's at it. The boys were busy at the weekend. They're in the golf club junior championship, so the boys are phoning me with the scores.
Getting the info.
Like Auntie Karen getting the golf scores.
And then obviously Lynn's phoned a few times. She's actually no phoned.
She's phoned a lot, mate.
What did you ask her the day for?
Because when he was like, we were on a...
Slaney.
Only kids could do this, mate. We were on a train, mate, going under about 1,000,000 tunnels, right? It's like his boy. Can't hear you, Maxie. I think your signal's good, son.
What's him going under the tunnel?
Through the channel tunnel.
What he says to these young kids? You've not really got much to say of you, wee man.
You guy's shaking.
You guys fact.
I need a beer, lads.
He's
I
flat.
have sank there, he's been incredible.
Still Charlie, right?
Aye.
Still nothing for that wee
Wee
stupid
man.
thing in his pants.
Aye.
Well, it's sank nothing yet, but
I think that's actually been sunk.
I just need a wee beer to get me going. You know that?
Is
Like,
it beer constantly? Is it that's what it
well,
be?
see, mate, have you been to Germany before?
I'm sure I have, aye, but
Mate, they're the biggest pints in the world.
Big Jock Steins, aye.
Mate, see the big massive ones? But it
you
feels
came
like
here pre-season, didn't you, a couple of times? As we went to
no, I
Stuttgart
didn't
and
get called up. Yeah, next time.
He was back with Danny McGrain going around the fucking
Five
ice.
days. Me and Chris Fallis. Oh, big Chris Fallis, no. Dominic Servey. Bad night.
See you 1v1 with Chris Myers at the Dom Servey, innit? Just constant
That was
1v1s.
horrific.
You
bad
and Danny
days.
McGrain 1v1s.
Did you, so you've been to Germany a lot?
I think we came a couple of times,
In a
aye.
night suit when you were here?
We got a night out in Stuttgart one time, aye.
Did you?
Aye.
Did they-
Hinkle sorted out. Somebody that spoke to Andy Hinkle. He was obviously fair there and he sorted it out. It was good.
He was such a clever guy, Hinkle, wasn't he?
Good laugh, really good laugh. Like Andy, what a laugh he was. Excited for the Euros, mate. Excited to be here for the Euros.
Aye, buzzing, aye. Buzzing.
4 nights? 3 nights?
Aye, what is it today? Monday.
3 nights.
Back guy, 3 nights.
Right, delighted to tell you we're sponsored by...
Ladbrokes.
Outstanding.
Aye, they are the biggest and the best, aren't they?
Aye.
I've been flying, by the way. I'll let you know. Carry this away because the results I've been getting has been unbelievable.
Have you, man?
Have you, aye?
Check on the thing, it'll tell you.
I look back, but remember signing up to their 1-2-3 game on the Ladbrokes app where you can win £50 cash if you predict 3 correct scores from games in the Euros. Link to download in the description box. Just going to
Good
stick
wee
it
man.
because it's so small, we'll stick it.
Bit hard trying to find that one. Alright, hard
But we will get it. Slightly 3 results right in the opening round.
Yeah.
Did he, aye?
You predicted wins for Germany, Spain and Italy.
Aye, so it's I don't know what man ones were the
But
day.
hey, you're making the nation money, wee man.
50 quid's coming their way.
You're getting close to that £50 cash, Paul, if you get the scores right.
You can also see other Euro specials for Scotland and the tournament in the link below. Have fun and always remember to please gamble responsibly.
That's a bigger link, so we'll stick that on.
Aye, by Charlie's.
That's important.
Big news of the week. You know you're rooming with the big man, Big Artie Karen.
Charlie, don't worry.
Well, Anna will be alright with you rooming with Big Artie Karen.
Charlie, don't you worry. We've had this.
Have you actually sharing the room?
No,
Aye.
well, no.
We said to him
Well, no,
yesterday,
Charlie,
went like
relax.
that. I don't really know him that well.
My bags are still there and there's a return flight tonight.
He's like that to me the last 2
I'll
days.
tell you what I'll do, right?
Charlie will be better than with you.
I'll give you the room, you give me the return flight. Because I'm ready to go. No.
Can I start the song and stop singing?
No, what we've got $3 rooms. But we Paul's managed to get his sell a wee single room. I don't know why he's...
I can't share them, It's the exact same when I played football. Could never ever share a room with somebody ever, mate.
Even birds
Have that motto.
So you're in
That's why you're in
Maasai.
your cell all the time.
You're in Maasai.
Mate, honestly, prepare for this. You'll do the same to you. Every morning I wake up, how many beers drink you have a day?
Is he?
And then I get back, you go, how many beers did you have?
Counting beers, just putting them in your notes.
I've been terrified this trip, ain't I?
I
Terrified.
seen him yesterday in Dusseldorf, mate, because it was Serbians and English fans, mate. Quivering wreck, mate,
I
honestly.
just wanted to all go back to the hotel, mate. I felt a lot safer.
How many times have I done you that dog bite? The dog
Keeps
bite
grabbing my leg. What? Shocking, man.
You turn back to the room and change stuff.
Arsene Wenger. He kept Arsene Wenger. He can have these shinlets. Arsene Wenger.
Brilliant.
He asked me to down a bottle of beer last night, mate. I'm halfway through it. He goes, look at me, Arsene Wenger, mate. Beer fucking.
That's a crack. I've only got
Standing.
I'm actually buzzing you're here, Charlie, honestly. Just to
That's
lift
good to
you on
be
your
here.
mate.
If you could have picked a running order, who you want to share with?
Oh, wouldn't it be me? It wouldn't be me.
You stood down to sell it, didn't you?
Did we remember that?
I thought they didn't put first team players and reserves in together.
Who was your usual roommate with Scotland? I just threw that in there just to get a wee quick.
Good on.
Bruni and then Snoddy.
What do you
Sorry.
think Scotland's chances are? Getting in the group now. Tough.
Need a reaction, didn't they? They need a reaction. I know it's easy to say, but it couldn't. They can't really get much worse than the other night. They weren't very good. They all admitted that themselves. So you'd expect a reaction. I don't know how. I didn't see much of Switzerland. Don't know what I like. Imagine it'd be a tough game, but probably a better performance with Scotland. You'd imagine.
What were your thoughts on the game? The other night?
I thought we were far too passive.
That was the big thing, wasn't it?
With no way to press, and when you don't have a way of pressing, and they've got a manager that's really good at organising the team positionally in possession. You've seen Tony Cruz pull it to that left side that he did with Real Madrid, and if you've not got a way of pressing them, then you're going to get stuck, because it's easy to say for the players, and I've heard people say, get closer to your man. It's not as easy as that in the moment, in the game. It's like,
It's if you didn't know how to get with it.
because you go closer to that man and it's too late, because you get the ball. There needs to be a plan, and for me there needs to be a plan, and when the ball goes somewhere, we know where everybody needs to know. You need 11 9s thinking as one, and that's when we all press together. And when one person goes and thinks, I'm at it here, I need to get closer, which they all would have known at the time in the pitch, we need to get closer here. They're all good players playing at a right good level, but you can't go yourself. It's a team game. If you go yourself to press, you'll get played round.
It shows you, because you had 9 men behind the ball, probably other than Che Adams, and Germany still play through you at ease.
Aye.
I know, it's a disappointing thing for me, because if you then decide, right, okay, we're going to have spells at the game where we are sitting in our half, then you don't let it end through. And when you look back at the first goal that started everything, when you sit in a block like that, the psychology of it is you can't concede early. The longer the game goes, the more you go into the game, the more you think you'll get a chance. And if you concede that early, you're up against it, because it gives the Germans a lift. Their game plan is they're going to have the ball. You've not got a way of pressing and getting out, and you all of a sudden need to come out, because they're going to just keep the ball, and it kind of kills that. And when you look at the first goal, they switch the play, so they don't let it through. That's the one thing you give up when you do a narrow and compact. You switch it and you allow it to happen, and that's fine. But for me, if you look back at it, they don't shuffle quick enough. Henry in the middle is just stuck to his man, so he doesn't cover that gap to Tierney. Robbo goes, Tierney goes, Henry sticks with his man. Cal McGregor then has to follow his man into the back line. The ball gets cut into the space where Cal McGregor should have been, and he shoots, and the keeper should save it. Then right away you're up against it.
I think Robertson seemed a bit unsure. Robertson seemed a bit unsure when that ball was going out to the, I said this earlier, when it was going out to Kimmich at full back. To me, it seemed like he was unsure whether he should be going there or not, or he should be coming into the Martial or Wirtz.
Surely you work on that in training, innit?
But it just seemed to me
Kimmich will go high, Cruz might hit the ball, Andy Juric straight away. This is what happens.
He hesitated a lot.
I think his hesitation would have came for, has KT got the runner down my side? Because if he's no, then I maybe need to stay hod fort now and then let somebody else shuffle close. But if he knows the runner's coming there, then he can go and commit to it.
Do you think though with Steve Clarke and his sort of success as a manager, that's what he's good at as a coach, and it's sitting there and being quite hard to beat. Do you think that would be his strength?
But that he done that well in Scotland, mate. You're not playing against guys who, like he said, have got a manager that are moving positions all the time, that have got movements, rotations that you need to kind of.
But see on that one with like you said the other Charlie, with you press him into your point, no press him, but we didn't really press. You put him into points. So you want Tony Kroos to make that big stretch. You're fine with that. But as that goes to him, I know you're saying about Andy Robertson. Should Andy Robertson not just get out tighter to him anyway? As soon as he takes that touch, should he not get out to him tighter anyway? And no worry about, because what I'm thinking is, if I'm Andy Robertson, I've watched that ball come all the way over there, I know there's nobody behind me, right? So I'm still seeing the game in front of me. Should he get out quicker to him to try and make it more difficult to him? And if somebody does run off the back of me, surely Andy Robertson can't be at fault for that. So he's got to take what the danger is. The danger is the guy with the ball, no?
I would agree. If you're going to go.
But because he doesn't go, he just comes in, and then the boy does make that it's not the third man running, but the boy makes that run past Robertson, Tierney, and he didn't hesitate.
If you look
and he just comes in, passes it, shot.
But if you look at it, when the ball comes over, it's not like Kieran Tierney's behind Andy Robertson in line with him where he should be.
No, he's
for some reason, he's a bit there. So it's almost like he knows, he's a clever player, Andy. He's obviously played at top level. He knows that if he goes, he's geeing up that space behind him.
So if Tierney was closer at me, he'd go straight away, wouldn't he?
If he was right next to me, he's covering that space. Or if he's at Liverpool, he doesn't think twice about it because he knows Van Dijk's there, and they've got a clear style on how they do things. So he just goes jump. And if he didn't jump under Klopp, it would be like, what are you doing? It would be weird because they know exactly what they're doing.
Drink the froze.
And I also think, when you're sitting in a block, I think your priority is worrying what's behind you.
Rather than what's...
I think when you're pressing, it's what's in front of you. And that's what
we talked about that earlier in the tram about when you're doing a press, there isn't a trigger or any point. Like you said there, you need 11 players all with that same mindset, and in that moment, we talked about that in the tram, and we didn't. If Shea Adams went...
How long was he on that tram for?
Back to Glasgow.
18 minutes. It was some journey, that tram. There's all sorts happened on that tram.
You've never played there, Big Simon Grayson.
The time we got here, the time we got to be nephew at the baby seat, it was tough.
These tactics on the tram is.
That was a good conversation until the wee tram got involved. Oh wow.
That was magnificent. Charlie, can the team turn it around? You played with a lot of the players.
Aye, I mean, look at the standard of player. That's the best players we've had for years in terms of level they're playing at and quality. So of course they can. I just don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say what their game plan and what they're trying to do now is, because before you would say Steve Clarke was a defensive manager, and because they never done that other night at any point, you're thinking, right, are they now trying to? Are they now getting mixed in between? Sort of, because you see McTominay jumped up for that first goal when it's probably he's trying to get pressure on a man, and then they switch it. I don't know.
I mean, they'll change it. The next game, as in the shape. Trying to be
back four or something.
Aye, back four. I know they've had the three and they have been successful getting to the Euros.
That you can go against top quality opposition and come up with a new formation in 3 days.
You can't again.
And you can't do the formation you've been playing all year.
Right, see that formation they have been playing. I know it is friendlies, but they've been conceding so many goals the last sort of 8-9 games.
Then who do you play wide if you are going to do that, mate? James Forrest and who?
And then it's Tierney. Can you play him in the two?
What do you do with the Tierney Robertson situation?
Because really that's what it came for, wasn't it? How we fit the two in, and then it built on that. But
do you think the personnel is suited to playing that 3-4-2-1 type?
I don't think it's about formations. I think it's more about the principles and what you're trying to do. So what you're doing in the ball, where you standing when you've got the ball, and what you're doing after the ball. Where are you? I mean, what is Fitba? Fitba's for me is, where are you in relation to the ball? So where are you when the right centre half's got the ball? Where have you to be? Doesn't matter what your position on paper is. If you're a left wing back, but are you on the last line being a left winger, they pin them into a back four. And then if you're a right-sided number 8 midfielder, are you going up in between the lines? Where are you in relation to the ball when we have it, and where are you in relation to the ball when we don't have it? When we're pressing, what we're looking for, where are you? And when are we pressing? And then where are we when we're sitting half in the game and blocking space? Where have I to be and where do you know your job?
See, when we did win it back, it was so unclear of what we were doing.
I don't think they were stuck in and they didn't know how.
So if you want to sit back, there needs to be a counter press.
There was a time when Tierney got the ball in the left wing, and I think it was maybe Tierney Robertson, and they ran up through the wing, and you thought, he's just running into no man's land. There's nobody in front of him. There's nobody to gain the ball.
That's what I
he
see
knows
a lot,
that.
I see a lot is getting the ball, and there's no people standing in positions to affect the opposition. Do you know what I mean? So in between the lines, if you've got people in between the lines, and you're a number 6, like Cal McGregor receives it, he's going to get more time in the ball if he's 2 other midfielders standing behind the lines, or he's 3 other midfielders standing behind the lines, or he's got 1 beside him and 2 behind the lines. Because then their midfielder goes, can he jump to him because they've got somebody behind them? But the minute they've not got that, you can just jump to McGregor and he's not got options.
Right.
And all of a sudden he begins to get a bit of stick, and it's a knock-on effect. He's a right good player, but it was
a tough watch.
It was changing any personnel, Charlie, for the first game.
It depends what you want to do. Again, sorry, I'm going off on one here, but the goal kicks, I see them taking goal kicks as well. But I don't think they have any planning what they're going to do.
No.
I think they go, right, we'll take the ball, but we don't really know how they're going to press.
How we're playing through, yeah.
So, if, for example, if you can pin, if you put 3 up and pin them back into a back 4, you've got a 2-man overload because you've got a goalkeeper. So you've got them back in a 4, they've got to press, you just say they press you with 6. You've got 8 with your goalkeeper, so have you got a plan on how they're going to press and how you're going to go for that? It looks to me it's like, get it wide, then they put themselves in a pressing trap by putting it wide, and then you just go, what's coming now? Bang, channel ball, J Adams up to his cell, knocked down, we'll play again. The personnel, it depends how you want to play. If you think we're going to have the ball, then you need to get Gilmore on the team. He plays in one of the best position teams in the Premier League.
Turn it all the time, there's no point in having Gilmore.
And if you look at the players that are there, other teams that are playing at the best levels have got possession of the ball.
But do you know our best performances under Steve Clarke have been trying to play it through the back, dominate possession and press out the pitch? Do you not think that's been our better performances?
Well, you would say one of the better. Probably one against Spain. They've done a lot more of that. I think it naturally comes to the players like that. For me,
because they play like that in their club teams, most of them.
All the best. They play at the Premier League level, all of them. They all have the ball in the press.
Love James to get in. I'm not just saying that.
Have you had any contact with him?
Me contacted Tory players a minute. Don't know why. Don't know what I've done. They're sick of the wee nephew, aren't they? I think they're sick of the wee nephews, keep on messaging all the time.
Somebody like the wee nephew would be grating about the camp right now.
Aye, I went up met the players.
Right in with about 10 beer in you. You just that's alright, lad.
I'd love to go up and meet the players, but
What would that mean you've had, according to your notes?
Mate, I've sunk, honestly. 10 during the day and then 10 at night. 20 Steiners.
20 Steiners?
20 Steiners.
How many Steiners think you had?
What do you mean?
Like just the fan party the first few days, you didn't have 20 Steiners.
I had the like 10 at night. 10 during the day.
Oh, on the Steiner, I forgot to tell you this, Charlie. Only guy in the whole of Germany, right, that drinks a Steiner with 2 hands.
2 hands, mate. Not even a normal pint last night.
2 hands.
That's like the bottle, innit? For the nephew, the baby bottle. That's the one I
still getting a bottle at 13 and he's still fucking getting him a bottle.
So he's
Yeah, you know, you saw that later, son.
I can't get the tit. You never yes,
I can't get a rich just for this holiday. You take a bottle instead.
Oh, man.
I just think I'd be able to know by you. Feel close to a meltdown. Really do. Too much.
Oh. Bombing people in the pool and that, innit? Gotta get chucked to the hotel.
Oh, man.
You've been flat wee, man.
This has been amazing. It really has.
Thank God I've got somebody here that can talk about football.
I know, thank God.
Thanks, mate.
I think actually you should just leave this table and then just you sit in the middle there and talk. Big man, Shide will be into.
Shide away for what?
I like him.
You should start a podcast, mate.
Aye, you should.
I watched a bit of that.
Oh, Charlie, what was that first T-shirt?
That first T-shirt, how can you miss that fairway? It wasn't, I didn't even explain to the viewers enough how big that fairway was.
I know, but it was that nervous.
It's the biggest hang. It's 2 fairways in one.
I know, I don't even know why I put the driver. I didn't even need the driver. 4 of them would get me 220 down there, no bother.
Shanked it, didn't you?
Just shanked it. I had a wee lesson beforehand, and obviously he was working on me, and he says, you're doing too much body movements, and as I went to hit it, I leaned back. Top to right, don't get me wrong, it hit the bit of wood, it come back out the fairway, still got a power, alright.
If I could miss that fairway, I'm one guy who could miss that fairway.
Are you, mate? How
just
how did Big Cam get in the golf?
Well, my hero Laura Davies, obviously.
Is that what got you?
I thought I might be like Laura Davies.
You said you were going to play golf out here, didn't you?
I was, but
Mate, all he talks about
He
is golf.
kept saying to me, I'm going to bring my
I was
clubs.
going to bring my clubs,
Any of them, he
but
talks about golf.
but
Sits and plays the games on. He sits and plays golf on his phone.
Just flying.
but after day 2, when I had to put the wee man to his bed every night and getting up in the morning and get his
This wee
nappy and that
man's right.
changed,
Honestly, just
it's
seeing the wee
tough.
man's flat.
I just don't have enough time.
Do you not like it?
They hate it.
They would love it if they started it as well.
Would
wouldn't
you
they?
like it though? I just feel you hit one
Boring
shot
as
and then you're walking
That's
for
amazing.
ages.
It's the
but-
skill involved.
Do you know what I hate as well? See if it's somebody, it's just you and somebody else, mate, and you're thinking, I need to talk to him for 4 hours, man.
It needs to be somebody you like when I'm in it.
You can do 9, you can do...
Aye.
After 2 holes like that,
Gordon Smith
fucking
walking
nothing
around.
else to say to him,
Imagine
man.
18 holes with Gordon Smith.
He'd like the walk.
The smudger.
He'd like the walk.
The man Dash should go for it. The man, you boys should go for a wee game.
We'll do the crazy pot the nights on.
Right, mate, you got sent. You let your country down big time, and you got sent off against Germany as well.
So I did, Royce. Right these Achilles.
Talk us through what? So was it 2 bookings?
It was 2 bookings, aye.
I think you're pressing right, mate.
Press half. I was pressing myself.
Running it to 3 of them.
Was that a low?
I can't even remember what the first one was. That might be the first
big
booking.
egg for it as well, didn't you? Big egg for it, that was brilliant.
It was Strachan, it was the manager, wasn't it?
Was it?
Aye. Shocking.
What did he say now?
Can't remember the first booking. Oh, no, what the first booking was for? Remember it now? The ball dropped about 25 yards out, but way to the left, and it was like the whistle went, and I thought, I'm hitting this anyway.
Smacked it.
And I've
Kicked the ball
smashed
right.
it, but it's missed the top corner bit with that. Wouldn't have counted, wouldn't have been anything, but I went, oh, that's not a bad shot. Booked. And then I've raked his Achilles. I'm sure that's what I'd done.
And that was it. Was there fouls in between, or
Might have been a couple, aye. Couldn't get close to them.
say
Playing
you're on your last
midfield.
warning?
I think so. I can't remember for definite, but
Were they brilliant that night?
aye, really good, aye. Really good.
So it happens you go
It was in
pressing on
Dortmund
your
Stadium,
own,
wasn't it?
We had a bit of beef earlier on in the year we used to. You said, remember you used to look forward to playing against him?
Jeez.
Right, order that.
Charlie,
Right,
I
order
only said
Charlie
that.
Mulgrew.
I can completely understand it, mate. Don't worry. I remember what it stemmed for. The training ground at Coventry.
Was
we
it?
played against you, aye.
We did,
Me and you were in the
We had a good
reserves,
game
aye.
that day.
We had a good game.
You were a young boy.
Aye.
I remember him. He was at Wolves.
He was at Coventry.
He was. We had a reserve
Because
match.
then you get signed. Then you
I
get
got signed
signed
for Wolves on loan. And I
for Wolves. Because
remember-
McCarthy loved you, didn't
I know
he?
that Wolves had that yellow jersey on the training, didn't they? My first day at Wolves, I got the yellow jersey. They must have been thinking, what have we signed here? Then you left.
I left no long after. We
And
played
you
we
went
played
to
a friendly at Telford first
And then
together.
that's right. And then you went to
And I
Aberdeen. And then I'm thinking, then we got up to Aberdeen.
I
was
hated
like-
playing people like Kev. But
I remember him.
I would rather much rather play like a quick striker or
But that would be
or
the
a wee
same.
guy that was nippy because I could read his player, I could read the
Aye.
ball at the top or
But
whatever.
the physicality.
You had to fight that, and it was like that wasn't really my game naturally. I became better as I got older, I think, but I
You
still
did get
naturally
better,
was.
definitely. Whenever you were at Aberdeen, you were still very young.
Aye.
You weren't exactly like your full blown.
didn't he?
Aye, he's changed his tune now.
Big Kaz, man.
Karen footed.
Big
Big
Kaz.
She's quite
Who
footed,
was your-
big Karen.
Did you? Who was your thing? Was it Xander or was it?
Me and Xander, I think, and me and Sebi sometimes. Severn.
Forget how good players he's playing, isn't it?
The boy, he's a midfielder. Oh man, midfielder that won the World Cup for them, scored the last minute.
Götze.
Götze.
Oh, God, it's a well.
The boy played with Bayern Munich as well up front. They scored all the goals.
So see, Charlie,
Closer.
No, more recent than that. He's still with Germany now. Still with Bayern Munich.
Müller.
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 See, like them-
Awkward looking character, but scores. Who else played in that? Obviously Cruz.
Gundogan, Can, Neuer.
Schweinsteiger.
No, yeah. Schweinsteiger, just tail end of him. We played him at Hampden and he was at the end. Aye.
Some players that, innit? Can you go into it, Charlie, so like that, going with a game plan, you all know what you're meant to do, but then on the night, they're just...
So there's I just got a flashback there when we played them at Hampden, and I played left back, Sean Maloney played in front of me, and this is how much we couldn't sort it out on the night. Sean Maloney ended up following the full back all the way back,
And you cruised to him.
and I'm stood left back, and every bit of me's telling me he shouldn't be there, he didn't want to be there, so I'd push him up, and then we just couldn't get it right, and it just ended up, do you know what I mean? When I look at it now, and obviously as you get older you understand the game, just put him narrow in and I take the far away man.
It's mad. You had games like that yourself where you realised that in the game, no matter what you try, no matter what you do, you're looking at somebody else to come up with the idea of, oh, he's going to sort us out, and when he goes, we'll follow him.
Mate, that was my full career, just guessing on a pitch.
Aye, but nobody does.
It made it so much clearer and simpler for you.
That's what it is. Aye, it's
Crazy,
mad, isn't it?
It's a knock-on effect on it when you're in that game and you're getting battered and you go, and everybody knows you're getting battered. It comes a corner and you're all looking at each other like that.
Who am I picking up again? I forgot what it said in the sheet. It's just fucking. It's as if your whole mind. And I think that's basically what's happened. But it does happen. You've got to remember, man. They're just human beings.
Do you know what I loved last night? Serbia.
They're
The manager knew, but at first they weren't. England were playing through them at ease, and the managers were like, "Nah, fuck this. Change the early doors. Press so much higher up the pitch with a proper plan.
Change the game, aye.
Just pressing properly, mate. Having a plan in their press.
Do you know what I think it is as well? It's pure bravery as well.
Bravery, 100%.
And the bravery comes
It's baffling for me. He's been brave in the past and it's worked. Just go and do it again on the big. What have you got to lose?
I know.
No, but we're sitting here. Maybe he did. The manager, I'm saying, in the truck. Maybe that's what he said. It's so hard to say when you don't know the ins and outs. So you're only judging what you've seen on the TV. You know what I mean? Maybe he did say, "Let's press whenever." I don't know. But
Gee, Adams, the press was starting 10 yards inside their own half, eh?
No, it's like you said earlier, when you've got Tony Kroos playing balls through 6 bodies in the middle of midfield and boys turning on the half turn, you're like, mate, that's something fundamentally wrong. But like you say, let's just put it down to a bad night and we'll pick ourselves up Wednesday and Sunday and we'll hopefully make the best of a bad situation. Make the best of a bad start.
let's not forget, it's a great achievement to be here. I know that's a kind of Scottish way of mentality, but he's done amazing. We're in this position. Two Euros we've not been in however many years, so a lot of positive still.
Let's not forget Germany have got 18 million. Scotland have got 5.2 million.
It's a big suit.
But maybe it's a measure of our own successes that we expect.
You can't make 11 good football players out of 5.2 million.
No, but what I'm saying is a measure of success is the fact that because we haven't qualified for so long, and then all of a sudden we're qualifying quite readily. Is our expectancy levels too high?
No,
but I think you're not expecting to beat Germany, but you expect much better.
But we are expecting. We're expecting.
But look at all
Me
the
and you
Western
said we got
nations how they've done against. What the Western nations have they've done in the games since?
Oh well, Simon, you're absolutely right. I just think we didn't turn up on the night, and I think it'll be corrected come Wednesday.
What does that mean? It was clear that the instruction was all
right. You know exactly what that means.
We've got a great bunch of players.
You can turn up and you've got no instruction, and it means nothing turning up if you've got.
You can't tell me that Scotland team didn't get with instruction.
I don't like it.
I know, but they would have been out with instruction. It's just no.
Is it a case they could have froze the players?
Aye, they could have frozen the occasion, frozen the moment. You've seen the atmosphere beforehand.
Sometimes that would get you.
I know, but there's
goals change games as well. They score at that 9 time, minutes, that 9 minutes. The games you're then should save that.
Got to save it.
Mate, somebody changes
Wikipedia page. Here's a point to prove your point. Scotland ran. This could be you're
right.
Tell me Scotland ran 9k less than Germany.
Aye.
Because they're stuck in their half.
Without
the ball.
Can't get it.
Here's one for you. Craig Gordon would have been playing for me starting.
We've said it.
We've said it. Craig Gordon has started for me. He's the country's best goalkeeper. Angus Gunn has had clean sheets for Scotland.
Played in a big game.
But he's never made loads of saves.
No.
I'd have played Craig Gordon. Never mind in the squad, I'd have started him.
Charlie, I 100% agree with you, and I'm so glad you said it because it's not just that 41, 42 had a leg break. The man's got years experience and played well at the top level the majority of his life. And how we didn't put I just always think I look at Liam Kelly, I look at Xander Clark, and sometimes I think Xander Clark's probably grateful that he's ahead of Craig Gordon at heart sometimes, and I just think.
But it doesn't matter if a goalie's played a lot of football. He's not running about anywhere.
That's what I mean.
He gets loads of shots at training.
Goalies don't need to play every week.
He's still on his line making saves.
Just take him for a run.
I know, we're doing well that.
Does it matter what age he is?
I know.
Like 40 odd for a goalkeeper, he's not running about.
That's not to start running.
Go for a run, you'll start. If you go for a run this morning, you'll start. You're right.
Imagine seeing a goalie try to cover about 10k in a game.
I know.
I mean, if you chase them asking for an autograph.
Can we beat Switzerland?
It's going to be tough.
Of course we can.
Yeah, well said, Charlie.
Go on, Charlie.
Aye, we can, of course. Beat Spain.
And if you're the manager, Charlie, how do we do it? Everything you've just said.
Well, you've not got that time to now do that. That's habits and principles you believe in.
Clark, he wants Billy Dawes to come and do the next
last two games. Wee Billy in the airport,
He says, get these
SFA type of Slaters. I need to stop.
We've just got to start better, I think. We've got to start better.
You can't start.
We
You
can't
need to give the
start
nation a quote, big
No, I
man.
don't need to give the
Look,
nation
Kev,
any
please get them.
quotes.
His quotes in
No,
these
no,
things.
no, no,
Okay,
no,
please
no,
get the
no,
nation,
so
the nation,
backwards,
the
it's
nation
incredible.
need
I've got them all in the wrong way,
Money don't
Charlie.
make my world go round. I'm reaching it for the high.
Would you say? No, that was...
Good one.
What, money don't make... Money don't make...
Money to
Desiree.
make my world go round.
Money just to make my world go round. Make your world go round.
Reaching out to a higher ground.
Have I heard that song, boys? Must be a new one in the charts, is it?
You know, go off it because the nation.
No,
need it.
it's not.
No, I don't watch The Office.
That's David Brent's quote.
Big,
That's
big,
right up
what's
you,
his
that's
name?
up
Big,
you.
Big Ewan for The Office.
That's right up your 2 streets, isn't it? Look at Sladen's a wee spiggly stepping his wee
Yeah.
pals here, look.
What do you think of the style?
Good, mate, you're looking
I'll
crap.
always have trainers
Nice.
on. Do you like that? The all black?
Aye, nice.
Do you?
Aye.
Thought I was going to get a bit there.
No, you're looking good.
No, you're, mate, you're looking good.
Suits you, mate.
Aye, you're
Give
like
Monster a bit of
you're like
weight
a
off.
young Ric Flair there, mate.
Big Kev's out doing a 5k this morning, him and Craig Gordon.
Aye.
You running, aye?
Oh, Charlie, no run for 2 years, and he says, "When we'll go for a run," I says, "I'm up for that." Did 5k, got to 6k, got 9k, mate. We did 9k.
First time I ever ran my panda, mate.
Just go out and hit the roads, aye?
Aye.
He was good, mate.
And then I went out this morning. Did he? While he was in his bed, I did
Daft
5.
question, but how do you know how far you'd gone and all
Because I
that?
had the watch going, didn't I?
Ah, nice.
I did 5 and a bit a day, but I was buzzing with that. Because I'd
on you,
normally
mate.
do 5 and then die.
You man's not been for done any sort of exercise.
I have.
No, yeah.
Aye,
Aye,
mate,
he has,
Late night, son.
He
See
has,
the
aye.
Germany players, mate, were they up there were some of the best you played against?
Aye, definitely. Naming them there, sometimes you forget that who played in that game. Aye, of course. Another game where you're just chasing shadows and try.
Were international teams as good as the top club teams?
Aye,
Well, that, huh?
aye, of course they were.
Aye.
Aye, good. Just the Barcelona team sticks out at me. Have been a well-drilled team that nobody was beating that. But when you look at playing against like France and all that, when before they went to the Euros and Germany and all that, they were brilliant players, and they all always had the ball. I felt like we always as Scotland never had the ball. I think they've had the ball more than ever recently,
Yeah.
and obviously that helps because if you're no go to fit, but it's hard to keep the energy levels up because we never none of us grew up not having the football. We all want to play football and have the ball and hang me. But as a Scotland, we always sat in a shape and moved, and you were always like, the longer you can keep it 0-0. And as I said before, the minute a team score, you're up against it, and you're. But no, these players were amazing.
Who was the best international team you played? That Pharaoh's team you played was a cracking team.
They were a cracking team, aye.
Hong Kong. Tell the Hong Kong story. The one the guy told you the other day. Please tell it, mate. That was amazing the other day, wasn't it?
The
But
guy came in the last day, right, the DJ to the show. He says,
he followed the top man, mate. He's followed.
Follow the top man. He says,
Everywhere,
Kev, I was in Hong Kong the time you were there. I says, oh, were you? Aye. He says, mind the story about the time you took a hard on? I said, nah. And he told me the story.
This was an
So I've been trying to tell that story on the stage. I can't even mind the story. So they keep saying, tell that story again tomorrow. That'll not be getting told tomorrow.
Until you hear it on the live show, Charlie, it's cracking, man.
No, hear it. You'll not hear it.
Brilliant, honest.
You'll not hear it.
Brilliant. Need a surprise for you.
Have I ever played like top international teams? We played Portugal, maybe with Figo and
Wow, come on.
Rui Costa. They had the centre half at the back was good. What was his name? No, it wasn't Nesta. He's Italian, mate. Saying that, Denmark side was good. They had Tommy Gravison and
What finished Portugal or you just
I can't remember the boy's name at the back, but he was a
Xavier?
proper.
Xavier?
No, he was a proper. It began with Ne. I think it was like Neves. But they were good. Denmark, we played them twice. They were outstanding.
They good, mate, huh?
Aye, South Africa were all right. Radibi and Quentin Fortunate, some actually good players individually. Like some of the, the one of the like each team in the Premier League had a player from South Africa, and when they all come together, they were a decent side. But we never played like a.
We used the same as Charlie's Scotland team. Is it very much hard to beat?
Aye, I don't know.
How are we going to move? How are we going to stop this?
No, it wasn't hard to beat. It just looking back now, you think like the conversations were always like, if we can get through this first 20 minutes, and I'm like,
Mad,
That's just for 20 minutes now, lads.
no, but it's
Still only 19. Just get through another minute, and then we start playing.
it's as if we've got some ball playing footballers now, and we don't know what to do with them.
They've got some squad, I think.
Oh, listen, I think I
Okay,
watched.
this is the strongest Scotland squad since when we're talking.
Well, it has to be back to the 80s, 70s, 80s.
Look at the level. I mean, when will we players playing at that level in the Premier League, at the top end of the Premier League? Look at
I'm
John.
going to sound so harsh here, right? Do you need that level of manager as well then? If you've got that level of player?
But then you're saying level of manager. Steve Clarke did play for Chelsea at the top level, no?
I know, but so's David Hopkins played for Chelsea. You wouldn't give him a Scotland job, would you?
I know, but sometimes we become an international manager. What is the criteria to be an international manager? Usually most teams go for, it's only recently now, and like if you look at the German manager, there's a lot younger than they've ever had before. Nagelsmann. Whereas a lot of like international teams don't go for young managers. It's usually like, you think about, say, give an example, Northern Ireland or Republic of Ireland for a new manager, think, no, we'll give it to Lenny because he's due his turn, or we'll give it to Summers because he's due his turn. Whereas Republic of Ireland gave it to John O'Shea for a temporary period, and he's actually done quite well with them. So is it time maybe just to look outside that old idea of,
I think it's more suited, if you think about it, it's probably even more suited to a younger manager, because a tactical young manager, because there's less man management involved, would you say, with international? Because they're only coming for the clubs for a short space of time, and basically they need to know what the game plan is.
That's a very good point.
And they need to know exactly what they're doing, and that's what they're doing.
So say for example, whatever happens through this Euros, say Steve Clarke moves on or whatever, for whatever reasons,
Chipper.
who do you see coming in? Does people say, oh well, let's get Derek McInnes in because he's of now of an age where he's done really well club football, it's his time now ready for, will Derek McInnes style of play suit?
Could attract I know Derek McInnes top manager of Scotland. Do you think the Scotland job could attract a top manager?
Could we? I think with that group of players, definitely. If you get like a top manager, you think when you've got Tierney, Robertson, McGinn, McTominay, Gilmore, that's some group of, like, it's not them all, but that's 5 or 6 really, really top players that are playing at the top of the game. So, listen, we're not trying to get the manager out. Listen, I'm hoping surely come Wednesday we'll have a far better performance and we can
make
a bit more
positive. If we
positive.
did, say we lost the 3 games, do you think he would be under pressure? I don't think he is,
no.
No, he's got a lot of tokens in the bank from the last 2 qualifying periods. Nations League, etc., etc. He's definitely got.
That'd be 2 Euros we went and not turned up.
And that's the thing where I don't agree with is that we seem to be happy just to be here.
No.
We should never be happy to be here.
Arcade, we man.
On the room in here.
Remember you used to get on it and
coming out and coming out.
And Murray Ted, is he running that claw machine?
By the way, wee man, you're the only 2 at this table to qualify for the Euros with Scotland.
Aye.
We can talk about it, you used to relax.
How did your team do it?
Didn't score a goal.
3 drops.
Me and Archie Campbell up front.
Archie Campbell.
Right, let's go on to Switzerland because they did look good against Hungary. You were telling me that Hungary were the
It was Derek, it was loved Hungary for some reason.
Switzerland much
Well,
better.
Switzerland really good, were they?
Yeah, Dick Campbell was cheering me out, but Switzerland.
I thought Switzerland were good. I thought they were good. Passed the ball quite well. And like I said, at parts of the game when Hungary decided to maybe have their wee go a bit pressing, it looked like, oh right, okay, Switzerland look a bit on edgy here, so a wee bit edgy. And I thought that if we can do that to Switzerland, then we might get a bit of joy. But I think whoever we're playing with, Switzerland, Hungary, I think we need to get at them. I think we need to press early. I think we need to have a better press. And I think we need to, when we get the ball, we need to keep it. So by saying that, we need to have maybe players like Gilmore playing in the park. So I think there will be a couple. A point would be a great result.
Would you take a point?
I think a point would be a good result.
I think
it would be because
5-1 in the first.
I know.
Different stuff.
I know, but we're talking about.
You never have that mentality.
No. Oh, here we go. We're talking about Hungary, right?
100%.
We're talking about Hungary being maybe like one of the better teams, but Switzerland dominated Hungary, right? So
we're better players in Switzerland. Can I have that? You're better players in Switzerland.
But I'll go basis on the 2 games that I've saw so far. Right? They play the way they did. We play the way we did. Switzerland beat us.
But we're not playing that again, will we?
Right. So on that case, if we don't play that again, then we've got a good chance of beating Switzerland.
You got that? Have you got a good chance of beating Switzerland?
Definitely a good chance. Just need to turn up. I mean, the games against Spain and that we've won before and been at it, absolutely at it. You'd imagine that if we play like that, we'll get a result and we'll win the game. Even
Charlie, don't need to look too far back to the Holland game, which we lost.
I know.
We got at Holland and we created chances. We got brilliant. Right at them. It was brilliant. We just didn't take our chances in those moments. Yep. That's how we need to get at them.
I'm not too critical, but see the fact that happened, why would you not go and do it again?
I know. That was brilliant, wasn't it? That was really good. That was it's 4-0 and it's mad. It was 4-0, but that's a good performance.
That's a very good performance.
When you go and play that,
and that's why when we talk about the manager, that's not too long ago. So that's why There's something. There
That's what
must
gives you
be in there
optimism.
somewhere.
Aye, that's what gives you the optimism. And even against Finland, and I know Finland won their great side in my eyes, but we passed the ball well, we played it well. They sat in like a low block, a bank of 4 and a bank of 5, and we found it difficult. But see, the minute we got it into Shanklin's feet and then we played off of him, so like some McGinn and that running off, that's when we created our opportunities. Wee bits of skill from Christian, whatever, and then Ralston first half was a bit coming back, being a bit negative, but in the second half you got higher up the park, and that's where the cross came in. It ended up going through, that could come back in from, I think it was Roberts or Dean, and we ended up getting the goal. We just need to be a bit more, just have a bit more belief in ourselves, I think.
Did you play under Clark at Scotland? Was
Aye.
it at the end?
Aye.
Was he good?
He was good. He was good defensively. Had his sort of solid. That's what his main thing is. He coaches defensive back 4, nothing through, midfield 4, nothing through. A lot of defensive coaching. He probably admitted himself he's a defensive-minded kind of manager. That's what I got for him. He's a lot bit no conceding and staying in the game for as long as you can. A couple of times we were maybe doing 1-0 at half time. I mean, we went 1-0 down away to Belgium. Lukaku scored in the 44th minute. And it was really his main strength for me was his calmness at that point, where everybody was like down because we just conceded. He was nice and calm, and he's always in the mindset of if there's 1 or 2 goals in it, you've always give yourself a chance of.
You'll need that now, mate, won't you? After that, there was like, you'll need to stay calm and.
You'll need to stay calm, and that's one thing that he's got. He's got that kind of calm persona where he keeps that.
I hope I come out and
batter.
I know I've been saying
that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
I really do.
And the amount of talent army here that like we talked about it, then joke about it, they're getting behind you, but if we can get at them, that'll raise the roof off and it'll encourage you, because you know what it's like. You've done it yourself at Celtic Park, where you've maybe went a goal up early or something, maybe in an old firm game, and the crowd get on your back and away you go. You can see, you can sniff this, you can smell the second man coming. I tell you what, we can smell it's running in your leg, wee man.
I was speaking to a lot of Scotland fans. I've not missed a fan. Used to just keep ignoring them, which is vile. But I've not missed a fan. You know that. Spent time with them.
You thought the fans would beat Germany for us?
Tell Charlie that.
Brilliant. I think the fans. I think
players will bend up
in the
bed.
hotel looking out and seeing all the Tartan Army, that inspire them to go and beat Germany.
I fancy Charlie that. I fancy that. But no, my point was, is if you're sitting in that room and you see them, like you're looking at your window and you just see that passion, and you go, might get myself going.
Of course, I'll hear a hotel room right in the city centre of the competition.
Can he sleep for the noise next minute you're knackered at the game?
It's fair after the final, I'm in Germany's hotel.
No, but my point was, I've not missed a fan at all. Constant talk, and they said the other night at the Allianz, it was the best atmosphere they've ever experienced with Scotland with the national anthem.
Superb.
Brilliant, innit?
Like, is it?
No.
Come on, lift the nation, Paul.
I'm
Come on.
not ready for that. I've been up all night. I've had a sleep at all, so come on.
Predictions, come on.
Oh, jeez,
2-1 Scotland.
Good, Paul, like it.
That's a good prediction. I'll copy that too.
1-0 Scotland.
Let's go goal scorer. Is it 1 goal? I'm going to go Forrest goal scorer. How you go on?
I'm going to say John McGinn gets us a goal.
1-0 Scotland. I'm going to base it on the fact I've heard a couple of people say it for the camp now that they're conceding too many goals. I think the whole main focus this couple of days will be keep it tight for as long as we can. And Switzerland on a Germany or a France where they're going to have loads and loads of chances, and they'll grow in belief as the game goes, in my opinion, and they'll score a late winner. I'm going to throw that out there.
There you go.
Would Steve Clark be ever a type that would say, like, with 20 minutes to go, we'll change if it is the way we think it's going to be and it's 0-0, or we're still in the game, we're going to change to this and go a wee bit more attacking, or would it just be up to the club?
I'd imagine he would have that in his mind, maybe go 2 up front, or maybe something along the lines of that, something a bit up the park a bit further to get, so we can then clear it with a bit of pace in behind or something.
The thing is, we play last, didn't we? I think, did we play last where Germany plays? I could get this wrong. Germany plays Hungary
right,
before.
It's 9 o'clock, isn't it?
We're 9 o'clock, and Germany play Hungary.
Is that the middle game?
6 o'clock, is it? So say Germany go out and batter Hungary. You're sitting there thinking, right, if we can get a positive result tonight, we're the ones in pole position.
Could look brilliant,
could look amazing, so
could the goals become a problem with the goal difference?
No, well, the goals might not be a problem. If Germany can do what they can do, and we can go and beat Switzerland.
It'll not come down to it'll be the other third place teams in other groups with their goal differences if they finish on the same points as them.
I think that'll be hard to guess now until everybody's maybe played a game or get into the second games, because then you'll figure out, right, okay, there's been a draw here, whereas if what you really hope for in that situation is the top teams in each group to be winning other games. Yeah. Winning 9 points, and then that then makes it difficult for teams to finish possibly with 4 and 5 that could hinder Scotland getting through as third, but we just need to get a positive result on Wednesday, and that gives us hope.
Charlie, what striker would you go with?
Shankland.
Would you?
I'd go Shankland.
How come?
Or McTominay.
A few people have said
a
that.
couple of times false 9 type.
Just put him right up there. Potentially.
Scored a lot of goals.
I would, but if you put me in the spot, I'd go Shankland. I like Shankland. I always say Shankland.
What do you think Shankland's better at Adams than? Not to say obviously Shankland's a good player.
It's tight. He's not as quick as him. Probably doesn't sprint work as hard. But a lot of Adams' working hard is pointless because you're chasing shadows and you don't have a type to press.
Yeah,
so it's like
sorry for him there, mate.
he's isolated up there. So I just think Shankland.
Be a chance.
He's a bit more clever in the box, and he'll just get that instinct and the feeling to get on the end. It's hard to put what that is. That's just a guy you know better than me that knows where to be in the box.
Need to think about what he's doing. It just seems to be happening.
Aye, like that header he scored in the last game there against Finland.
He's also
Just
very
where he
good
was,
at
that ball was coming in.
He's also very good at holding the ball in and bringing other players into the game. And sometimes I think in this Switzerland game that's going to be very important. If we can get, for whatever personnel he puts out in the wings, if it's Robertson, McGinn, whatever, and maybe Christie or wee Jamesy, if we can get it into his feet coming in off, playing off him, because he's not going to have the pace to spin in behind and get wee gaps that possibly Shea Adams might get. But I would always start somebody that's confident, and he's got 31 goals. You kind of get more confident.
Would you play Ralston? Would you go with Ralston again?
I don't think I would. No.
Forest.
Would you go James?
No, I don't think I would. Who else would you go instead? If you don't go with James, who do you go with?
Is McCrory ever playing a big game? Yeah. James Forrest played in how many big games? Get him in.
I just think James, they come the end of the season, in some of the games he's come on to get himself back into that starting line-up.
I think I get it. Depends what you see the game is. So the managers, what's he projecting is going to happen in the game?
See, you say the way Scotland play it is, it's very much is get the ball wide. Surely you'd rather James Forrest getting the ball wide than Tony Ralston. If that's going to be your main source of attack.
But see, if you're projecting he never have a lot of the ball, if you're thinking we're going to sit in a base, would you put Jamesy right back?
Is Tony Ralston an amazing defender? It's amazing that stopping wingers running at him.
It's more natural when it is to Jamesy, isn't it? Jamesy's got to be back there and just sort of do a job.
But you're even just sitting your right centre back when if it is Jamesy, just you go and be closer to Jamesy. If he does get beat, that you're the first one.
Experience of Jamesy, he could do that right. Rolling, no bother, back and forth. If you're telling a 20-year-old young boy like Tommy Conway to come in, I want to stick you out in the right, son, but you need to come back sometimes. It's like, wait a minute here, whereas with James he'll pick that. I don't know. It's just, it'll be interesting to see. I think there will be a couple of changes. We're guessing here, but you never know. He might surprise us and keep the same team and give them a second crack at it. You never know.
What about Big Roy Cropper being the Serbia manager?
Big Roy and Haley, unbelievable.
Like Haley, do you see on the side, mate?
Do you want to go on for each other?
Kissing each other inside the pitch.
Big Roy was looking trendy.
Right, Paul, where can people watch us if they're back home?
SWG.
Why would you go there?
Derek Ferguson's
the hero.
The hero.
No other words needed, isn't it?
Nah, the best guy in the planet, and he's...
Is he there, aye? Who else is there?
Just himself.
He's
that good.
One man.
A Q&A with Dale.
He's that good.
The outstanding.
It'd be a waste then to go with Derek.
Dale?
One of the other boys is hosting it.
Right.
Apparently the other night, great feedback for Andy and Gary O'Connor.
The crowd looked mental.
Brilliant.
Aye, amazing. So,
still tickets available. Get them into the what kind of description? Small, big, medium,
massive.
Guess it.
Small.
Put on Cairns tits. Description box.
Cairns tits.
Description box, yeah.
You can tell the wee man's getting bored, isn't he? It's coming from every 5 minutes now.
Loving it.
I'm going to go wild tomorrow.
Yeah.
The live show.
Every day, I'm going to go wild, I'm going to do this, I've not seen nothing.
I've went wild constantly, Biggie.
We'll see you on the vlog, mate.
Well, the feedback for the vlog is I'm MOM.
No, you've been...
I feel I'm MOM in the vlog.
Oh, mate, you've been since... Honestly, mate, it's one of the funniest performances I've ever seen for anybody, man.
Your performance on the train, was it Cody here?
Every day, every time.
Incredible, mate.
On that tram again?
Oh my God.
Was it twice? It was like sitting on the train with Gandhi, mate.
Extra Rat Gandhi.
Like Karen Gandhi.
Stranraer Gandhi.
I've been
trying a few things. Stranraer shithouse.
Start seeing that Gandhi.
The Stranraer Gandhi's a beezer.
Would you rather be Gandhi or Cam?
Definitely Gandhi.
There's so much knowledge in that head.
Right, what we doing now?
We're in the England game.
Oh, are we?
First half it started really good.
It started to be a lie, but...
Is that
Did you see it, Charlie? I know you've been travelling over the last 24 hours.
I've seen it.
What did you think it, mate?
Answer me this. I've only got one question to ask you on it. Bellingham's been given man of the match, right, and they're screaming about his performance. Were you blown away by it?
Aye.
Right, that's what I'm asking. Because I was obviously glued to the golf. I didn't watch it.
Man Mountain for me.
Aye, right, good.
He's their hope because he's.
Some mentality.
Mentality is.
You're hating that arrogance, mate.
Who's hating it?
There was a few shouts last night. Bearing the table. Is Andy going up to it?
My nephew wasn't happy yet.
Your nephew thought.
It wasn't merely arrogance, mate. It was the Champions League final, Charlie, when he started the greeting after that. I didn't really like that.
What's up with that?
Nothing.
The guy shows emotion. What a player.
There's no emotion in the wee nephew. It's just.
Don't need it.
He's not allowed him. He's not allowed
Had to run away. That just run
mate,
right off it.
what a guy. Amazing. Aye.
Foden's getting a lot of criticism I've seen online.
He can play it.
But is that his fault?
That's why we're talking about how much formation and a shape suits certain players, isn't it?
I just felt like last night when Serbia put that press on. How are the England players not good enough to pass round that?
Because they've got a manager that constantly demands on them.
Just kept going back to Pickford and he just wanted to shell 30, 40, 50,
What
60
did you
yards.
make it? A full game?
My opinion is a team are a reflection of their leader.
Aye.
So doesn't matter what players you put in the park. That's why I think Bellingham's their only hope, because he's just absolutely at it.
Aye.
But I think as a team they're a reflection of their leader, so they're dominating first half and they just start to go backwards because the natural feeling of a manager, and it's hard to put your finger on. He might not be saying it with words, but his feeling is he doesn't want to concede and the team just regress back the way. That's my opinion.
That's a great insight and I quite like that and I can understand that. Superb.
I liked that. I did.
Aye, I did, aye.
The hairs in my back said that.
Right, what teams have you been most impressed with so far?
But anyway,
I thought Spain were excellent.
Romania were brilliant again, weren't
That
they?
first goal was magnificent. You'd have missed it, Charlie.
I thought Spain were very good side.
Spain,
Aye, they were.
Spain were good, and I thought Belgium started the game very, very good, but I seen they were 1-0 down there. But I tell you what, I'll be honest, I know we didn't lay a glove on them. I thought Germany were decent.
Some
And I think they'll get better.
Musiala's just ridiculous.
I think they'll get better. People were talking about them coming out the Euros with no having the greatest of form up until the Holland and France game, which they beat the two of them. And I think they've got a wee belief in them now.
They were really good.
And then Cruz is batting on. He had.
Cruz is his kind of final swan song, whatever you could call that word. Is that right? Am I getting that right?
Swan song's right, mate. Yeah.
Right, so
See, we talk about positions and talk about formations and all that. You look in the Champions League final and now against Scotland, Cruz plays a left centre back when they've got the ball. He goes into that left side.
just goes and gets it.
So it's mad, but he doesn't start as a left centre half. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean about formations. It's where you are when
That's
you've
worked on, innit, Charlie?
been brought. Well, I probably says that you feel it. If he comes out here, you go in there, and they all know where to react after it.
After that, yeah.
It's not as if he's standing on the left
Yeah.
centre back's
standing
toes saying
there
he's the ball. Do you know what I mean?
Was it-
He's it, and I'll do it. Get away! You got there. That's mad.
I'm left back.
I'm left.
I usually have one time, didn't I?
Remember a boy called Ian Doreen?
Maybe he didn't want the ball past him for kick off.
So I played centre mid in front of him a couple of times and I couldn't believe it. I'd heard a couple of boys saying it and he used to say, the tournament away in Italy, he's like, see when the ball's coming to me, you come and just take it off me. I don't want the ball. And I remember laughing and he didn't want the ball. The boy used to come and he'd just be like, ah, right, and he'd just take it and he'd go and play.
That's mad.
But he'd tackle off a shopper. Just take people in the kayak, must have been trying to get sent off.
Desperate to get. That's how it is, right?
Oh, imagine.
By the way, do you know who the stars of the tournament are? Austria fans.
Oh, they were outstanding.
They've been good, aye.
Oh, wow.
Not 1 inch of trouble. Sang the full day.
Did they?
I thought Scotland fans were, I'm not being
No, you're
patriotic,
right, mate,
but
you're right.
they were like in that fan park up in Munich. They were outstanding, but these Austrian boys are there. And Austrians have been very, very good. The Finns are quiet.
The French are quite quiet.
French are
Dirty
quiet.
bastard award of the tournament goes to Ronald Koeman.
Oh my God, picking the beat and eating it.
Picking the beak and eating it.
Took you off for the old German manager, is he?
Yeah.
Boss sniffer.
Look at me, Ronald Koeman, look.
Black, do that.
You Ronald's boy.
I noticed your nephew looks like Ronald Koeman.
I've just had too many beers now, so I just feel go to bed in a minute.
Arsene Wenger's the best shout of the whole.
Arsene Wenger. That's
Brilliant.
There'll be a few. There'll be a
Arsene
few.
Wenger,
Yeah.
man.
There'll
That
be
is
a
some
few.
Arsene your
Me
chin.
and Kim Kardashian took a picture of my chin and then she got an arse pin.
It's good for you, Paul.
Time you
Hey,
hit
nephew,
the tune in it.
Oh, Brett the Hitman Hart.
arcades, look.
Hit the tune, boys.
That wee dancing game, innit?
Are they Oakleys?
Follow,
Nice, mate.
follow the dance.
He's another pound, man. I didn't put another pound in for this. Honestly, I'm going to rip this tune up tonight, man. Oof.
I think you could.
Aye. Oh.
Ready for you got one last wee bit to do, mate. You ready?
Can you do it, wee man?
What is it?
That's a boy.
You to do it, mate. It's your turn to play the lad breaks. 1, 2, 3.
Yes! Come on,
I'm ready.
There you go. Oh. He's going to start it and then stop singing it and I keep going. Did you see my surf?
No.
I surfed the crowd.
Did you?
Wow.
Good.
All the way from the front to the back, it was outstanding, wasn't it, Paul?
Amazing. What, the 1 million view man they call me now?
That was it, million views,
Million
mate. Shows
views.
You're the main man, mate.
You need to come on the show and give somebody in the front row the glasses like Mark, like the him and Mark used to do.
Oh, great shout.
Aye.
I know, but I don't know if they'll get them back. I've loved these glasses.
Just whisper in their ear, give them back, man.
When I come back to right, geese them.
Oh my
Right,
God.
ready? Scotland versus Switzerland.
2-1 Scotland.
You're betting people's money here. I want full
As I
honesty.
say, I'm all about the fans.
2-1 Scotland.
2-1 Scotland, aye.
Okay, wee man. Denmark v England. He'll be working all week to spend this money. Is he going to back England or is he going to...
But I'll tell you what I will do if the results don't come in.
No, you'll know.
I'll give him the £50 myself.
What's your...
And it's only 1-1 up, Paul.
Is it?
Is it 1-1 up? Oh, it's the...
Uh,
Aye, that's right, aye.
I'm
only
going to
got
go
three,
for England 2-0.
England to scorers.
Bellingham and Kane penalty.
He's so deep, spun so deep again last
I'll
night.
tell you if I was Kane, listen, Kane's world class, but if I'm a manager, I would never allow my striker to be that deep. I hate it. Just me as a tactical
So you
manager.
see football. Good. Your opinion, mate. Spain versus Italy.
It's a cracker. I love the boy Spalletti, the Italian man, amazing with Napoli. I think this is what the Italians have needed, this guy. And I can see a 3-0 Spain, to be honest.
Nice, nice.